Hey guys, what's going on? It's Joe, and this is this week's quick lick. It's all based in the A minor pentatonic blues scale, and it goes like this. Now, as you can see, it's a pretty, or as you can hear, it's a pretty standard A minor blues lick. I've heard guys as far reaching as like Jimmy Page to Kirk Hammett to Randy Rhoads to Zakk Wylde, Dimebag Darrell. They all used licks like this, or even in some cases exact parts of this lick. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it down really slow, break down each part, and then we'll get the whole lick up to speed. So it starts off here with a bend with your third finger on the G string, the note is D, and you bend that note up a whole step to E. Now what's going to happen is your first finger is going to be set up across the 5th fret of the B and the E strings. And so the notes you're going to play are going to be E at the 5th fret of the B string, and then A at the 5th fret of the high E string. So like this, D bent up to E, and then E, A. Now if you notice what I'm doing all downstrokes. And even more than that, it's kind of like a push stroke or a rest stroke, where I'm never stopping the momentum of the push. What I'm doing is I'm pushing, bending this note on the G string, allowing my pick to come to rest on the B string, and then picking it at the time when it's in time. For these kind of licks, it's a lot of fun to do it that way. You could also alternate pick it, if that's more like what you like to do. So then the next part of this lick is these two notes, G and E, on the B string. So the frets are 8th fret and 5th fret. And what you're going to do is after you play D, E, A, you do an upstroke to G at the 8th fret, pull off to E at the 5th fret. So now it's a 5-note phrase. And I'm sure we've all heard people do that. You repeat that 5-note phrase 4 times the way I just did. Then the next part of this lick is a descending scale run, which looks like this slowly. One more time, even slower. Okay, so to break down the first part of that, the first 6 notes would be here. Starting on the high E string at the 8th fret, the note is C. You do a downstroke, you pull off to A, and then you come down here on an upstroke to G at the 8th fret of the B string. Now, the next 3 notes will be here. A, again at the 5th fret, and then down here to G, and then pull off to E again on the 5th fret. So let's put those together, it's like this. Up the tempo would be like this. Okay, so that's the lick. You can drill just those 6 notes, or turn those 6 notes into a lick. The next part of it is a variation on that same lick. You're going to repeat the G and the E string pull off again. Come down to D at the 7th fret of the G string. So you just add that on to the first bunch of pull offs. Now the next 3 notes are here. E, 5th fret. You're going to come down to E flat at the 8th fret of the G string, and then D at the 7th fret of the G string. So, and you're picking this, so it goes down, up, down. So G, E, D, E, E flat, D. So from here would be, okay, and now the last phrase of this starts here on C. You do a hammer-on and pull off from C to D and then back to C again. Then you're going to come down to D at the 7th fret of the, A at the 7th fret of the D string. Then back up to C, and then down to G at the 5th fret of the D string, and then pick A. So this phrase would sound like this. One more time, even slower. C, D, C, A, C, G, A. So from the C, the whole lick slowly again goes like this. tempo with distortion. And that's it. You can use that over any kind of A blues, guitar solo or rhythm that you want. And good luck, man. Hope it works out well for you. Take it easy.